Hello, welcome again to another installment of the Quad Life. So this week, I'm going to cover a couple questions that I always get. So when I go to schools or anywhere else, I can inevitably get asked two questions. The first one is, how do I eat? Well, the short answer is, I have food in my mouth, I chew, and I swallow. But the longer answer is that it's something I generally get help with. So, like this. So, for most meals, I eat them while I'm flat, like this. It isn't something I recommend everyone doing, but since I have very limited time that I sit, this is how I eat. However, since I use my mouth for everything, my front teeth are kind of worn down, and I have a lot of trouble biting. So we cut up stuff a lot so I don't need to bite much. But I try to make sure that I eat food that has high protein and has good things like yogurt in it. So this is how I normally eat. But not always. There are a few ways I can do it on my own. Now, on like a Sunday evening or some other times, I can set up a movie or YouTube on my computer and get a plate and eat some popcorn. So this is one thing that I can actually do myself. There are a lot of things I can't do on my own, and this at least allows a little bit of independence. Yeah, it's faster if someone feeds it to me, but eating popcorn this way, I can kind of at least be on my own, and I can watch something and eat. So it works pretty well. I just set this up in front of me, and as you saw, I can just reach out, look away, and chew. But when the plate in front of me is getting a little bit empty and I can't reach, then I can just turn it a little bit. Or when I've gone all the way around, I can just shake the plate a little bit and it gets it down. But hey, it works. But the only thing that I can't do on my own is get drinks. So for that, I still have to say, drink please. See how well we can do as one-handed. So that is the answer of how I eat. Now, I have a few more bites to go, looks like. So, here's the rest. So, the other question that I normally get asked pretty well all the time is, how do I use the restroom? I guess if something goes in, it must come out, right? Well, again, that's something I generally need help for, and I am thankful that I have assistants that, or caregivers that can help me with such things. But big thing is that with going number one, then I just do a procedure called cathing, that put a tube into the bladder and help drain, and that does the thing. And the other end get help with that as well. But the biggest problem I have with restrooms is that I generally have female caregivers, and I'm obviously a guy. So the issue we have out in public is trying to find a restroom that we can use, because generally they're either male or female, and we're both. So which one do we go to? So that can get to be tricky. We know that doctors' offices usually have places that work for us, but as far as like convenience stores or anything of that, like when we're out on the road, yeah, that doesn't work. But thankfully, with medication that I take, it's generally about every 6 hours or so that I need to visit the facilities. So those are two questions that I pretty well always get asked, and hopefully that helps to answer them a little bit. So if you have other questions that's just about anything, please ask below, and maybe they'll come in a future installment. And maybe soon I can start doing some videos about getting out again, maybe getting a haircut. Because, like all of us, as this um, pandemic thing keeps going and states start getting loosened up, then we can get out again and be a little bit more active. But until then, that's it for this installment of the Quad Life. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.